Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Casa D18 Studios and UnlimitedRadio247.net proudly bring to you Renegade of Rants. Rants.
What he said.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, UnlimitedRadio247.net fans, this is your first episode of Renegade of Rants being placed on the site. I don't remember what number we are on as far as our studios go. You've seen us solo-y. Yeah.
Solo-y.
Yeah, that's a Casa D18ism. Hashtag Statboy approved. You've seen us solo-y. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams.
I'm the Stat Boy, Mike Caldwell.
And usually we have our own shows, Renegade of Wrestling and Stat Boy Rants, but when pay-per-views come up, we usually come together and do predictions and post-show thoughts and results. Kind of little two-man approach, something to bounce ideas back and forth off of. Come together,
I like that Beatle reference.
That's right.
Yeah. Like
yesterday was John's birthday.
Yes, it was. He would have been...
I'm not trying to count.
82 years old.
What? 72, I think.
1940.
Yeah.
To 1980. 82. He'd be old.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. He would have been old. I think it's 72, but my math could be off. You're the stat boy. Anyways, we're here to talk about TNA Final Resolution, the last TNA pay-per-view event of the year. And the first match on the agenda is Bully Ray versus Austin Aries.
It looks like TNA is borrowing the whole Kurt Angle and AJ thing with Bully Ray and Brooke Hogan. Yeah.
Kurt Angle and AJ.
Did I say Kurt Angle? I meant John Cena and AJ.
That's what I thought you meant. Okay.
Mashup. Guys,
we can't see him anyway, so we just forget his name.
Yeah, really, yeah. It's like, can't TNA come up with something original? No, they gotta have... I mean, okay, we all know Brooke Hogan. She's a beautiful girl and all that, but could she have had... She had to pick Bully Ray? He's a tough New Yorker, but he ain't the hottest guy on the TNA roster. She could have... It would have been better if it was Austin Aries, or heaven forbid, Joey Ryan, or... Let's just say, I'm not... You know what I'm trying to say here. There's a bunch of better
What would have
guys.
been awesome is if it had been Joey Ryan and then he brought out the old Joey Knows Best t-shirts.
There you go.
And had her rocking one of those because it was a total knockoff of the Hogan Knows Best logo. For those of you that aren't from SoCal, that aren't hip with Joey Ryan, or just, you know, starting to grasp onto his hairy sweater-looking nutsack and start swaying, you know.
And his 70s hairstyle, and his porn mustache, and his white sunglasses, and his blue scarf, and his blue tights, and his blue boots, and he's just, what?
I know you're not talking about porn star stashes, dude.
Mine Seriously. Connects now. I know.
Now, go back on the Casa D18 Studios channels to the first episodes of Stat Boy Rants, and look at this man trying to rip on Joey Ryan for having a porn star mustache.
I've gone to...
Hashtag that joke is Stat Boy approved. Anyways, I'm going to go for Bully Ray on this one because I think it's going to, you know, keep feeding this, trying to prove to Hulk Hogan that he's not as bad as Hulk wants to think he is. And I still think Austin is a little bit on this downward spiral since losing the title to Jeff Hardy.
I'm going to go with Bully Ray as well because I want this storyline to be over really quick.
Oh, it's not going to be, dude. I bet you money down the line Bully Ray's going to be a member of Aces and Eights, and he's just trying to get Hogan to trust him so that when the swerve comes and the Dudleys reunite as Team 3D, and inside of the Aces and Eights, Hogan's going to be completely shocked.
There you go. And speaking of Aces and Eights, we're going to move on to an 8-man tag with Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Wes Briscoe, and Garrett Bishoff against Aces and Eights.
And they haven't announced who the members of Aces and Eights are yet, but it's probably going to be Devon, the DOC, a.k.a. Luke Gallows, and 2 other members. I was talking in the studio a few days ago with the girls When they did their prediction episode, Pinky just blatantly stole my idea and threw it out onto the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and say it myself, in case you didn't see her show and you're actually hearing it for the first time out of my own mouth. I think tonight is going to be the big reveal. The fuck-ups that TNA has had and the internet has found out and shown. The big reveal that Garrett Bishoff and Wes Briscoe are members of Ace and Eights anyways. There's a picture circulating around the internet of a member of Aces and Eights, and then right next to it's a picture of Garrett Bischoff, and the tattoo on the Aces and Eights member is exposed, and it's the exact same tattoo on Garrett's wrist. And then Wes Briscoe with his nappy curly hair is more than likely the lone curly-haired guy in Aces and Eights too, so I'm thinking that Angle basically just got an Aces and Eights member a TNA contract legitimately, and then they're going to turn on Angle tonight.
Sounds like a good plan.
So Aces and Eights for the win with the screw job to Kurt Angle.
I haven't been watching TNA much lately, so based on that, I'm going to agree with my brother and say Aces and Eights wins. As much as I would like to see Angles and Joe, just decimate the team, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Up next, we have another classic matchup between two TNA legends, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels.
This match has been brewing for a minute. Goes back to, I believe, late last year, earlier this year, when AJ and Daniels started challenging each other just to see who the better man was before Daniels full-blown turned heel on AJ. This is a classic rivalry. It's going to be an excellent match.
Oh, yeah.
And as much as I want to pick Christopher Daniels, they've already botched this whole AJ Styles thing, so I think they're just going to go ahead and give the victory to AJ.
He needs a win after what happened in that triple threat match last time.
No, that's the whole point, is he should be on a serious losing streak. He should not be winning at all. He should be getting completely frustrated at the fact that he lost the triple threat. He's not going to get a title shot till Bound for Glory. And he should just be on this serious losing streak where he can't seem to do anything right, so that when Bound for Glory comes around next year and he's eligible for a title again, people will consider him a complete underdog like he used to be looked at in the company, and he'll shock people when he actually wins the title again.
So you say Daniels is going to win?
That's who I would want to pick, but they've already botched this because AJ's been winning. He lost that match, but he's kept winning other matches, and it's like, that's horrible booking on TNA's end. I don't know who the hell is handling that, but the way I'd be writing it is that AJ would lose every single match from here on out. And they've already fucked that up because he's winning matches on Impact. So I'm going to go ahead and pick AJ, since they've already fucked up some seriously good booking.
Makes sense. We're in agreement again. I like that. All right, our first title match. Tara defends against Mickie James. She's held the belt since Bound for Glory 55 days.
Tara. Hands down, I think Tara's going to win. We had the unannounced return of Velvet Sky this past week on Impact, and for some reason I just have the feeling, and maybe I jacked this from the girls, I don't recall. If I did, I'm blatantly apologizing since they're sitting in the peanut gallery for jacking them, but I think Velvet is going to go heel. She's been babyface, letting the pigeons loose, and so to speak. I'm not a fan of pigeons anyway. I don't want no pigeons.
Be the ones who
but
from me.
I think that a nice, fresh outlook on her character would be for her to finally be heel.
I'm going to go with Mickie James on this one, because honestly, Tara doesn't really need to prove anything with the belt, so give it to somebody new.
But neither one of them need to prove anything with the belt. They've both been multi-time champions, both in the knockouts, the divas, the women's divisions. Neither one of them has anything to prove.
Just a little bit of new blood wouldn't hurt. Tara's beautiful enough as she
But
is.
Mickey's not new blood either.
True.
You know, she's a multi-time champion. How many time champion, Stat Boy? This is the shit you should have been looking up instead of just how many days they have the belts. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Okay, so I'm not a perfect stat boy.
So,
Whatever.
but yeah, neither one of them needs it. Neither one of them is new blood. New blood would be if freaking Brooke Hogan inserted herself in the match for some godforsaken reason and got the belt.
Her daddy would.
That would be new blood
Her
because
daddy-
she's never competed. She's never been inside the division.
Her daddy wouldn't let her do that.
New blood would be the gut check chick, whatever her name is. I'm forgetting right now.
Oh, I
Taylor
know.
Hendricks, I think it
yeah.
is. Her winning the Knockouts title. That would be new blood. Terry and Mickey are, excuse the horrible pun here because I love them both. They're the same old condom already been used.
Oh! Oh!
Love both of you. Seriously, not trying to hate. Don't hate on me for saying it. But they've been around the block quite a few times. Multi-time champions in both
Mark
bits.
the time on the video. That's going to leave a comment box and entry. I love that. All right. TNA X Division Championship. Rob Van Dam. Change your music. He won his title with Bound for Glory against Kenny King. Who the hell is this Kenny King guy?
Okay. Little homework, Stat Boy. Kenny King is the guy that came into TNA around Destination X time this year. He was the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion at the time, member of the All Night Express, with I believe Rhett Titus was his partner's name. They had to strip him of the tag titles in Ring of Honor and hold a new tag team title tournament to crown new ROH tag champions because he jumped ship on an open-ended contract. He was supposed to sign an extension and kept stringing them along and jumped ship.
I remember this story.
Now, Kenny King had that opportunity and has been kind of like lost in the shuffle ever since then. RVD doesn't need a fucking X Division title. About the only good that the X Division title does for RVD is it gives him a flat surface for him to break up weed on before he starts rolling it up. Kenny King, your new X Division champion.
I'm gonna say Rob retains because I don't know. I do remember the whole thing, the whole ROH thing, but I'm gonna say give Rob a 90-day.
See, and Rob doesn't even need the belt to break weed on. He still has the old ECW TV title in his house that he can use to break up the weed on. Seriously. Woo! I'm on a roll tonight, folks.
Keep going, folks, and we're gonna just keep rolling on with that. The TNA Tag Team Title match: Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez against Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan.
So we're talking about Mexican America, Los Guerreros, Los Boricuas, Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan, new tag team champs.
No. It's no secret I don't like Joey Ryan. He already had it. What I wouldn't mind seeing, though, he had his X Division title match last month. Lost that. He's getting a tag team title match tonight. Have him lose that one, then to have him go towards the heavyweight title, have Hardy beat him, and then
You forgot about the TV title.
He had a TV title match?
No, that would be before the heavyweight title.
Okay, give him these title matches.
Because essentially that's their Intercontinental title.
Yeah, have him lose all these heavyweight matches, make him go all the way back to the bottom, make him work all the way back up to the top, then give him a title match.
Okay, dude, I know that you're like on this fuck Joey Ryan kick because he doesn't tweet you back, he doesn't come to see you when you're working at Disneyland and he's there. You know, and you just want to give the whole middle finger. You should have been at EWF this past Friday night when Sean Cloth from UnlimitedRadio247.net, started trying to chant 13%.
He probably still would have ignored me anyway. Look,
I'm just saying, you would have been able to get your voice heard then because obviously you ain't getting it heard any other way. I think that they're seriously missing the boat here on Joey Ryan if they don't give him a title soon. He's going to end up just being another Generation Me or somebody along those lines that comes in from SoCal, gets a moderate push, and then gets released without ever really being used to his full potential. He's basically running a Shawn Michaels gimmick. Matt Morgan is Diesel or Sid, whichever one you want to fucking compare him to. Give them the tag titles.
But then Morgan's going to be the one carrying the team.
Dude, Joey can wrestle. You've seen him. Stop the Hayden kick for 5 seconds. He used to be the technical wizard.
Yeah, and then he got all
can
sleazy.
wrestle.
I'm not denying the fact that
he got sleazy because it's a better gimmick. It makes more money.
I am not denying his wrestling ability. I know what he can do in the ring. I get all that. Yes, I have an issue with Joey Ryan, the man. However,
you need to just be like your girl and just suck that shit up and get over it.
I will, and that'll be between me and him if I ever get the chance to talk to him.
Because you sound like her when it comes to Austin Aries or Samoa Joe.
I get that, all right? But as far as his character and his persona and him getting the title, he is not ready yet for a TNA title. I doubt that.
Yes, he is. He has been ready for years.
He has.
It's about time a fucking major company finally put some trust and faith into him.
He is just finding a way to get his 87% shirts going out there and thinking he's the greatest thing.
And he still sells more merchandise than TNA does.
Yeah, well, maybe TNA should then...
and it's like that.
Wouldn't be surprised if TNA decided they want more of their cut like the NHL does. Oh, too soon? I don't think so. Heavyweight title match, Jeff Hardy against Bobby Roode.
Jeff Hardy's going to retain.
Of course.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
It's not for it's not a stipulation match or anything like that. In fact, all 4 champions got their belts at the same pay-per-view. So everyone, one of them is going to continue on with a long reign.
Mm-hmm. Couple of them are, like I said, I'm picking Tara to retain. I'm picking Hardy to retain. But as much as I love Chavo and think that they didn't waste money on Chavo just to use him as a filler, the same can be said for Joey. And I think those tag titles are going to move because Hernandez doesn't need him to be over.
Right.
He's had them multiple times with multiple partners.
Yeah.
Chavo doesn't need him to be over. He's a motherfucking Guerrero if they use his ass right and stop trying to have him live in Eddie's shadow. And then you've got freaking Tara and Mickey. Then you've got RVD and Kenny King. RVD doesn't need a fucking title to be over. He's Rob fucking Van Dam the whole fucking show. That's why he was never ECW champion, is because he didn't need the shit until he came to WWE. And then he was freaking floundering in mid-card hell until he needed a freaking world title to get the fuck over.
And then get the fuck out.
Well,
of course,
that was his own stupidity.
The weed and the crack and whatever, and him smoking with Sabu, that's...
So, what do y'all think? Let us know your thoughts. Post your comments. Upload a quick video response. Let us know what you think is going to happen on TNA Final Resolution tonight, only on pay-per-view. We'll be back immediately following the show with results and post-show thoughts from myself and the Stat Boy, and the girls will have their own show also.
Yep.
As far as that goes on our solo kick, make sure you submit questions to me through my 2 Facebook fan pages, Renegade of Wrestling, the one designed for the show, and The Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams, designed for me. Get them to me on Twitter, at ROWJJ Williams. You can leave questions to me on any of my videos. And again, I encourage video responses too. Send me a video question. I will download it, edit it into the show, and answer, and you will then be an interactive part of the show. Like, Tout is supposed to be for the WWE, but I'll actually use all my fan questions, not just the random ones that stroke the WWE storyline's dicks.
Wow.
You can also get Statboy. Statboy has a Statboy Rants fan page. Send him topics to rant about. Tweet him at LBStatKid1977.
Got the Facebook page, which over 100 likes. Thank you to all my fans. I finally looked at that. I've got over 100 likes on Statboy Rant page. I'm happy about that. Let's keep going. Unlimited fans, join us on Facebook, man.
Exactly. Find us. This Tuesday, I will be having an interview with Sean Cloth from Lowdown Radio on UnlimitedRadio247.net. Make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and check out what I have to say. I don't know what he's going to be asking me yet. I'm sure he's got some shit lined up for me, but I'm going to be talking completely, 100% for real. Whatever he's got for me, I'm going to answer.
I'll be doing the same thing a week from today, December 15th.
Yes.
We haven't set up the time yet, but don't worry, that information will come up quick. I'm going to be on the radio too. Call us in. Have us answer your questions.
There you go.
That's all we do. We answer questions. We speak our minds.
So until the post-show thoughts and results, I'm the Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams.
I'm the Stat Boy, Mike Caldwell.
And we will see you next time right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel and UnlimitedRadio247.net.
Until tomorrow, Stat Boy out.